You think you know me?
These guys are scary. They're frightening. And they're dominant. Nightmares are real, and they look like Harper and Rowan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 590 pounds, Harper and Rowan, the Bludgeon brothers.
Two men armed with unforgiving souls, calloused hearts, soldiers of Armageddon. Like a horror movie come to life. Harper and Rowan have been the axes that have cleared the forest in the tag team division. The raid has begun! The modern-day Vikings, Rowan Hansen, the War Raiders are here to pillage the competition. Descendants of Odin himself, a true destructive force in the tag team division.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Hansen and Rowe, the War Raiders.
Rowe and Hansen are two big, bad, scary dudes who have run roughshod over the tag team division. Yeah, two absolute wrecking balls who are thirsty for demolition. Terrifying blend of size, speed, power, and agility. There's basically nothing the War Raiders can't do in the ring. You see these two behemoths walking towards you. A lot of people would argue the match is already over before the bell rings.
And we're now underway with this huge tag team match. Vertical suplex.
Nice. Lariat. Slam down hard.
What a stomp.
Good grief. Nasty impact. Harsh impact. Ooh, what impact. Ooh.
He's got that boot right up against his face.
Come on.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Shortly after Hansen and Rowe brutally assaulted Heavy Machinery in their NXT debut, Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight actually requested a match against War Raiders. And guys, I think it's fair to say that was a mistake.
You said dumb wrong.
To elaborate a bit more on that match between the War Raiders and Heavy Machinery that Michael mentioned, I don't think I've ever seen Otis Dozovic manhandled in the way that he was during that match.
And not just that, Saxton, but in addition to an impressive power game, Hansen showed incredible athleticism when he leapt through the ropes with a battering ram plancha onto Otis.
Oof. He's starting to feel it here. This tag team match can get out of hand quickly if he doesn't mount an offense soon.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
Ring rattling! The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots, but I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever, and what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days.
What's the secret to defeating Rowe, Corey? After all, you don't see him on the wrong end of many matches.
Rowe's like a ferocious dog who attacks everything in sight. But what do you do when that dog starts chasing your car bumper?
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Clothesline! He's starting to stagger a bit.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back on the offensive himself, or does he attempt to make a tag here?
If I understand Corey's earlier analogy correctly, Rowe is like a ferocious dog who can be outsmarted if you understand how it thinks. But how does one follow that game plan, Byron?
Rowe is so focused on creating the most destruction possible that if you take a step back and assess the situation, you might be able to outmaneuver him. You gotta believe this one's over!
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double countout.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing gold.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
If there's one word to describe Hanson's in-ring style, Corey, beautiful technique.
Here's his chance to win this.
This could do it. There's the kick out. Wow. When this guy's on, look out.
Hanson is focused on being dominant, as you mentioned, Corey, and he's certainly proven that in his first few months at NXT alongside Rowe.
Yeah, we haven't seen a team this dominant in NXT since probably the Authors of Pain. Time will tell if they can match AOP's tag title accolades and main roster.
He might have it. And nailed it.
That has got to be it.
This may very well be it. And he breaks up the pinfall.
Let's keep fighting.
Oh, what impact. Boom! This might be it.
Oh, my.
I'll tear the features clean off your face.
Now it's time to capitalize.
Lightning fast reflexes. I don't know how much more Rowan can endure. And I wouldn't be surprised if he had nothing left at this point.
This is all but over.
This has been one of the most intense back-and-forth battles I've seen in a long time. And unfortunately for him, it's not looking so great right now.
Headbutt. Nothing fancy there.
Finds himself in some big trouble here. He needs to find a way to create some space or else this thing's over. He's too quick for him there. In off the tag. Ooh, what impact. You gotta believe this one's over. He's got him here. He's got what a sidewalk slam.
Oh, he is finished.
Beautiful technique.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. How much more of this he can take. Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over. What a strike. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. He's looking at it. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
And there it is, boys.
2, 3, and that's it. This one is over.
Here are your winners, Harper and Rowan.
win despite absorbing a huge amount of punishment there.
Tag teams beware, these two guys are legit.
And what an incredible journey it has been to get to this WrestleMania moment. Absolutely amazing